Hey, welcome back to Reads and Reviews. I know I just recently posted a book review, but I just got back from seeing The Quiet Place Day One, and I wanted to get on and give you my thoughts on the movie. I'm sure by now you've seen the first two, but if not, no worries. I mean, this is a prequel, so it doesn't matter if you see it before the other two or after. I really enjoyed the first two Quiet Place movies, especially the first one. I mean, nothing beats that scene where she's giving birth in the tub. Oh my God, so suspenseful. So, anyway, the three main characters in this movie are Sam, a cancer patient, Eric. Eric is a law student from London, and Frodo, the support cat. Frodo is Sam's support cat. So the movie opens up with Sam in hospice, and it shows her in a group setting where she's reading a poem she recently wrote. Now, Sam is in hospice, so she doesn't have much time left. The doctors, they've given her a certain amount of time, and she has exceeded that time. So her mind is in a different place, you know. So her nurse convinces her to go into town and see a show with them. And at first she said no, but he kept on, it'd be good for you. Come on, let's go with the group. So she agrees only if she can get pizza while in the city. In the city. She doesn't want the pizza where they are. She wants pizza in the city. So he says, okay. He says, okay. So they get to the show, and I'm sure you can guess what happens. Yes, the aliens decide to come to Earth. And I mean, all hell breaks through. There is chaos. I mean, people are running everywhere. And where are they? They're in New York City, probably the loudest, noisiest place you can be. So it doesn't take the military long to get there. And they're flying overhead, and they're on loudspeakers telling people to be quiet because they've already figured that out. Um, See my cat over there? That's Mr. Miyagi. So anyway, they're telling people to be quiet, to evacuate and make their way to the water because they have boats there waiting to evacuate people. Come to find out, the predators couldn't swim. So that's why they want people to get to the water. You ever notice in most alien movies, there's always something with the water? I mean, in this one, they couldn't swim. In another one or several others, water would hurt them in some way. But anyway, that's something different. So later on into the film, you find out the reason Sam wanted to go and get that pizza, but she's not making her way to the water. She is determined to get that pizza, and like I said, you find out why later on. But she's not going to the water. She's headed to Harlem. And along the way, she meets up with several people. She met up with two children. She gave them something to eat and steer them in the right direction, toward the water. And then she meets up with Eric. And she tried to get Eric to go. She's telling him, go to water, go that way. But he's not having it. He keeps following her. And finally, she turns and she said, you need to go toward the water. I'm not going, I'm headed this way. I'm going to get pizza. Well, finally, he tells her, I don't know my way around. I'm not from here. I don't know the city. I have no one here. So he follows her, and finally she gives in, okay, and they stick together, which ends up being okay because they end up helping each other out throughout the film. So this is where I'm going to stop. If I tell you any more about the film, there's going to be spoilers, and I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I'll stop right there. I won't say any more. But I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed The Quiet Place Day One. I was a bit concerned being the third movie. I thought they wouldn't live up to the first two. You know, sometimes they just take things a little too far and they start getting ridiculous. So I was a little concerned, but I was wrong. This movie had a good mixture of action, suspense, and the human side of things. At some points in the film, I was so into it. It was so suspenseful. I wasn't making noise at all. I was picking up my popcorn very softly, or I just stopped eating the popcorn altogether. So, my favorite character, I'm sure it won't come as any surprise to some of you, but my favorite character was Frodo the cat. Um, I swear this cat like sensed you couldn't make any noise because that cat didn't meow at all during the movie. If he did, it was one time. And at some points in the movie, I was so worried about him because, I mean, he's a cat. He got away from Sam and Eric at different times. Sam originally had a harness for him, but with everything happening, the harness broke. So, you know, she just had to keep up with the cat. And at some points, he got away. And oh my God, I was so worried about him. But don't worry. Don't worry. Frodo ended up being okay. He's okay. I saw this movie on the X screen, which was pretty cool because you got to see New York City. I mean, surround all around the theater. So that was really cool. And there were scenes where seeing it on three screens really helped because you could see the alien coming here, then you see the main characters, and maybe they're walking off in another direction. You would see it on this screen. So that was really cool. I would suggest you see it there if at all possible. I also recommend you see the other two movies if you haven't. They're really, really good movies. So I give this movie a thumbs up. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm Giselle Cooper. Thanks for listening. And if you want to hear more, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time.